Hi, I'm Lexi. Welcome to Turlock City News. Today we will be talking about the Vietnam War. Right now we have Daytona Jones at UC Berkeley doing an interview with the protester.
Hello, I'm Daytona. I'm here at UC Berkeley where many have came to protest the draft into the Vietnam War. 1/3 of the American troops were drafted into the war, and I'm here with one of the many to receive the draft notice. Hello, Earl. How are you today?
To be honest, not good. I'm pretty pissed off.
And are you pissed off about the draft notice?
Well, I mean, I've got a lot going on right now. I just got a job as a paper boy. I'm real close to getting a girlfriend, and my dog had Peppy, so I guess I'm gonna miss out on that.
Okay, how does your family feel about you being drafted into the war?
Well, my mom cried at first, and then I explained to her what it was, and then she calmed down a bit. The rest of my family's just glad I'm getting out of the house.
Okay, have you been part of any of the protests here at UC Berkeley?
Yes, me and my friends have actually started most of them, and we actually got most of them together to burn our draft notices.
Anything about the war that you agree with?
Well, of course not. I think it's unfair that most of us don't have a choice and are being forced into the war.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for coming.
Go Bears!
Now to Andrea with the Women of the War.
Hi, I'm Andrea and I'm on the scene of the Vietnam War. Women from all over the nation volunteered to serve as nurses in the hospitals and medical facilities in South Vietnam. Despite long hours and horrifying wounds, nurses found their service rewarding.
I've been shot!
Oh, I don't feel a pulse. Are you okay? Wake up.
What's the best part about being a nurse in the Vietnam War?
The best part about being a nurse in the Vietnam War is helping out the wounded soldiers and seeing what's going on live on the battlefield.
But aren't you scared of getting shot?
Yeah, that's a worry of mine, but you know, there's other medics and nurses out here that'll help us out when there's.
Thanks, Lexi.
Thanks, Andrea. I'm here on the streets with the latest update on the drug use happening in Vietnam. Every soldier has been tested, and the results show that 40% of them have tried heroin, and 20% of them are already addicted to heroin. Now I'm going to ask a couple random strangers on how they feel about the drug use happening. Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a question about the war? Sure. How do you feel about the drug use happening in Vietnam?
Well, I don't encourage drugs, but if it's helping the soldiers get through the war, then
Next stranger. Excuse me, miss, can I ask you a question on the war?
Yes.
How do you feel about the drug use happening in Vietnam?
I think that the drug use was very useful because it helps the soldiers focus on what they needed to and keep them distracted from their real lives and what was going on.
Thank you.
Go drugs!
That's all we have for today. Back to Lexi at the studio.
Thank you, Kyndal. Yesterday I did an interview with Roy, who is a veteran from the Vietnam War. Roy has suffered from PTSD. He was a combat engineer. He said there weren't any front lines in Vietnam. If you were there, you were in it. Everyone had the opportunity to get killed. Rockets were regularly coming down on our heads and were constantly under fire. It was nearly 20 years later when he suffered from PTSD. He became agoraphobic, never left the house, kept the blinds closed, and always straight. He now sees a counselor who saved his life with meds, therapy, and talks about where he wants to be and how he wants to get there. Thankfully, Roy chose to get help, so if you or anyone you know suffers from PTSD, send them to get help.
Okay, are you recording now?
No.
Let's go.
Yes.
What's the latest?
This is so hard. I can never be amusing.
Just look at it. You can look at it.
No, I can't. Hi, how are you today?
You after that?
I got that right. I got that right, and you didn't.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
40%.
You kidding?
Oh my God, Maria!
You joking me?
Action.
For the last time, please.
What?